On this week's edition, we're going to take you around the Canal Quarter District in the city of Fredericksburg and show you all the great things going on here. All right, so on this week's edition, we're going to be telling you about the Canal Quarter District in the city of Fredericksburg. And here to join us today to tell us a little bit more about what's going on here in the district is Senior Planner Mike Craig. Mike's been very important in the work that the city has done over the past couple of years to start planning and some of the changes to this district. So, Mike, why don't we just start off by kind of telling us about this district and what some of the regulatory changes are that we think will bring out the potential.
So the Canal Quarter District was originally the focus of the Area 6 Small Area Plan. The city's broken down into 10 planning areas, and we're taking the opportunity to take a real hard look at what the strengths and challenges are in each area. And it's easy to see the strengths here. In this area, behind us, and then down Princess Anne Street, is an area with a stock of historic buildings dating from the early 20th century that lend themselves so well to people doing things in them, to making things, being productive with their hands, things that dovetail nicely with the trends in the modern economy and how businesses are changing and evolving. The challenge is that a lot of that is problematic in terms of the types of zoning categories that were implemented in the 1980s. So a big opportunity was to create a new zoning district, the Creative Maker Zoning District, as one of a few strategies to enable this kind of entrepreneurship to continue to evolve. We've got the bones to do it here. There's a lot of excitement already from folks kind of taking this on themselves. And it's just been a very positive experience so far.
Yeah, so some of the zoning changes will allow more sort of light manufacturing type uses that maybe couldn't be in this area previously.
And you think about the great things people around this city are doing, starting with Red Dragon, who a brewer that's moved into the southern end of this corridor. They were a real catalyst, but they're making beer. We've got Canal Quarter Coffee, working with Canal Quarter Arts, and they're in there roasting coffee. And we've got other people that are handcrafting furniture, making violins in this city, and we want them in our corridors, in our commercial areas as part of the use mix that makes this a real vibrant place. And we're excited about that. We've done a lot of work with the community, so much so that if you live in Area 6 in one of these neighborhoods, you may actually live in the Canal Quarter Neighborhood Association now.
So there's a regular association that meets regularly to discuss some of the goings-on and policies in this area?
Yes, sir, yeah. Well, there's a couple groups, actually. There's the neighborhood group. So, if you're in this area, look them up. I know they'd be happy to hear and talk to you. But then there's been a group of folks now. We've been meeting on this for 2 or 3 years, but in the last year and a half, there's been a regular monthly meeting. It is the fourth Thursday of every month, generally at 7 o'clock at Dorothy Hart Community Center. Please come by. A lot of excitement has come out of that. I know that the idea space for the library, the folks involved in that have been a huge participant in that and taken a kind of a leadership role in that. But each meeting, new people are coming, talking about new ideas, ways to bring more activity to this district, and it's really exciting to see. It's very rewarding.
Yeah, lots of opportunities here. This actually is an opportunity zone under the federal government's program that allows people to defer capital gains if they make investments. And so this area is in that opportunity zone. It's a hub zone. It's great walkability to the downtown, right near the canal, the Rappahannock River Heritage Trail. But also just a short drive right up to Route 1 and Mary Washington Hospital, University of Mary Washington, and up and down the East Coast, really. So it's a very well located, beautiful area, and we're really excited to see the positive changes that occur here due to some of the good work that folks like Mike and his colleagues have been doing here in the city. So I hope you enjoyed this brief look at all the exciting things going on along the Canal Quarter District in the city of Fredericksburg. Much more to come, I'm confident of it. So that'll do it for this week's edition. We'll see you next week. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get updates on every time we put out a new video, and also hit the bell to get a notification. See you next week.